A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. So in this one, I have two stories that I want to take a look at. The West Indies and the UAE will do battle in their second ODI game tomorrow. So I'm just going to go through my personal playing 11, let you know the couple of changes that I am, going to make for the second game. Also going to give you some info on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. We have been talking about the CPL from the other day, and I didn't actually get a chance to share the players that they actually retained. So I'm going to be taking a look at that. So just give a listening ear until the end. And remember, the comment section is always open for you guys to go and let me know what you think. I am looking forward to your playing 11. What are the changes? And why you are actually making those changes, if any. All right, so let us kick things off with my West Indies playing 11. So oftentimes you hear people say that, you are not supposed to change a winning team. If it's not broken, then don't fix it. And I understand that, but I don't necessarily subscribe to that. You can make a winning team better. You understand it? Sometimes when you change a winning team and you end up losing in it, you really look away. But I'm of the opinion that you can make a winning team even better. And it's not so much of a case of trying to make the team better for tomorrow's game, but just me thinking that there are two players in particular that I don't want to say they have earned it more than the others, but I just want to see them get a go. So we're going to go tonight. We're going to go down tonight. When it comes on to like the World Cup, when it comes on to knockout tournaments, you don't want to mess up. You don't want to mess around with your team. So if you are in a knockout stage or a World Cup and you win with this team, you understand if there is nothing drastic, then you probably leave it. But in a series like this, I am thinking that I'm going to change things around. So Brandon King and Johnson Charles will open again for me. Brandon King goes without saying, getting a century. They are preparing him for that role in the event that, he has to open with Kyle Mayers. Still not too sure how they're going to do the batting lineup, but Brandon King will open. Johnson Charles, as we know, he has worked himself back into the West Indies squad. Mostly the T20. He was called up to replace Devon Thomas for this series here. So he's definitely going to want to try and get some runs under his belt. The West Indies team will always be looking for a second keeper right now. I mean, when Nicholas Pooran comes back, he's going to be that second keeper. But, so Johnson Charles, Brandon King, Shamar Brooks at number 3. Quite a few people weren't too happy with Shamar Brooks' innings. I mean, it could have been a little faster. We always like when the guys go out and assert themselves and dominate the game. Then on the flip side, they can look at it and say, given the situation, he probably did not need to go too fast. But generally speaking, Shamar Brooks tends to bat like this, So I am putting him out there again. He got a good start, got into the 40s. Think it was about 44 if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully he will get off to a good start once again and will go deep in the innings. So he bats at 3. At number 4, I am coming with Shea Hope. Shea Hope came in the first game, and he came and finished off things, asserted his dominance, walking, let the UAE players know that, listen, this is a different breed. This is a different thing you're dealing with. Came out, hit 2 sixes and closed out the game. So the skipper comes at 4. And this is where my first change is going to happen. Alec Arthanes, he will bat at number 5 for me in this game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I have Arthanes coming in, and he's replacing Casey Carty. Sometimes it's really painful when I have to drop somebody like a Casey Carty, because I want to see him develop into a ODI and a Test cricketer. But at this stage right now, especially seeing that we might have to call on Alec Arthanes before we call on Casey Carty, in upcoming tours, I am going with him. So he bats at 5. At number 6, we have all-rounder Hodge. More of a batting all-rounder if you ask me. As I said in previous video, in a previous video, he did well with the bat throughout the regional tournaments and the Super 50. So that's how he got in. He did well with the bat, also did some work with the ball. So he comes in there at 6. And we have Kemo Paul. Kemo Paul is also there. Depending on how the innings is going, you can probably push him up the order. He has the ability, he has the technique to stand up and bat. He comes in, probably going to be opening the bowling once again. So he's still in my team. Yannick Correa, as we would have seen in the last game there, he was pretty effective getting the ball to turn. Really troubled the batsmen, got the ball to dip in the right areas. The good thing is that we bowled first, so we didn't have the dew as a factor. So, he was able to control the ball and he did his thing. And this is my second change now. So, Kevin Sinclair, he comes in ahead of Ruston Chase. He would have traveled from Bangladesh where he was playing with the West Indies A team. Now fully settled in. I think he's rested. I am going to put him in over Ruston Chase and give him an opportunity to go and bowl, and hopefully gets a chance to bat also, because in the last couple of games that he has played, he has batted extremely well. So I have Kevin Sinclair and Odin Smith and Dominic Drakes to finish it off. I'm giving Odin Smith this second game here because he picked up a couple of wickets, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to offer. Not going to bring in another spin. I don't know what the track is like, so probably going to keep him there. And further down in the innings when we are batting, if there's anything that we need, he probably can close it out for us. But I know that 1 and 2 people might leave him out of their team. I probably can't knock them either. I can't knock them too much for that. You understand? But that would be my playing 11. King, Johnson, Charles, Brooks, Hope, Arthanes, Hodge, Kemo Paul, Correa, Sinclair, Smith, and Drakes. So those are the players that I would use in tomorrow's game. Alright, quickly before we run out of town, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, they have retained a couple of big name players. We have been looking at the CPL from the other day. So, let me just give you St. Kitts. So, taking this one from the Sportsmax website, they say the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots have retained big hitters Evan Lewis and Andre Fletcher. Now, they will be joined by middle order batsmen Sheffield Rutherford and all-rounder Dominic Drakes. Sheldon Cottrell and wicketkeeper batsman Joshua De Silva. They have also they were also retained. So we're definitely going to keep a close eye on this thing here. I think the tournament goes off on the 16th of August. So still some time to go. So we go and watch and see how things turn out. O'Shane Thomas, he was transferred from the Barbados Royals over to the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. So you can imagine that he will be working extremely hard as we speak to get himself into good shape if he's not yet fully fit to represent them. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this one, my viewers and subscribers. We're going to leave it right here for now, and we will touch base again in the next video. Big up.